Another lovely day here in school. The weather is fine, greenery is perfect, peaceful atmosphere, totally normal, except for this and this. Yes, the COVID-19 pandemic has totally turned things around. In today's video, I'm going to share the nitty-gritty of language death and gay speak. Welcome to my first vlog. What is language death? Language death is actually a phenomenon where a particular language is no longer used or spoken by its native speakers. Examples of dead languages are Latin, Sumerian, and Akkadian. But the big question is this: why does a language die? There are four major reasons to this. Well, to name just a few though. First, if a native speaker becomes bilingual, he or she will gradually lose his or her native language proficiency. Then language death occurs. Second, modernization, globalization. Third could be poverty and economic reasons. Lastly, migration. The second question is, can language be revived? Well, language revitalization is what you call it. In a 2016 news article in the Philippine Daily Inquirer, the Summer Institute of Linguistics says that out of the 183 living languages in the Philippines, 96% of them are considered as indigenous. In fact, sadly though, 11 of them are considered dying. So, were efforts exerted in order to revitalize these languages? Yes, definitely. Language revitalization efforts were made. In fact, in 2016, UP Baguio launched the book called Guide to Isinay Orthography, which was compiled by a linguist from the University of Hawaii and an anthropologist from UP Baguio. Basically, the Isinay language is a language from Nueva Vizcaya, and unfortunately it's considered as a disappearing language. The guide, the book, however, is written in order to save the dying culture of the Isinay social linguistic group. And aside from that, it also serves as a prelude to an Isinay dictionary. Aside from that, another article from the Philippine Daily Inquirer also made mention that De La Salle University also had their share. In fact, in 2019, De La Salle University produced a mobile app and a website that features the first ever Hanuno'o Mangyan e-dictionary. Hanuno'o is one of the 8 ethno-linguistic groups of the Mangyans of Mindoro Island. And the Mangyan e-dictionary is actually a product of the research conducted by the faculty members of the Department of English and Applied Linguistics of De La Salle University. So what is the implication of language death to teaching? Basically, it's like a wake-up call for us teachers, so that in our own little way, we can inspire our students to take part in the advocacy to love our own language and to promote language preservation at its finest. Now let's talk about sword speak or gay lingo. Historically, sword speak is a word coinage attributed to Nestor Torre in the 1970s. It refers to the language spoken or used by Filipino gay men, but of course in the context of today, we all know that it has already changed. In the 1990s, Ronald Baitan, in his essay, considered the word sword as an old-fashioned word. In 2004, the first gay show in TV called Out, which was produced by GMA, actually featured a section in their program where they will introduce a gay word and then they're going to explain its meaning to the audience. So thanks to television, gay speak, gay lingo has come to public usage. If you're going to take a closer look at that, at the morphological structure of gay words, you would notice that it's entirely different in its own unique way. However, Morphy read in his essay Speak in the 90s, he mentioned that there was actually no specific rule in terms of the morphological structure of gay speak in the 90s. It was only recently when certain developments have existed, particularly that gay speak is a language variety on its own, and language is of course very dynamic. Another thing about gay lingo is the fact that some words seem to evolve on their own, particularly in the fact that there are certain gay words that have varieties on their own. For example, the word bayu or bayu, which refers to girlfriend or a lover, it has a variety like biochemistry or shortened to biochem. Another one is the word bakla, which refers to the gay. There are also varieties for that like bading, backlash, to name a few. The dynamics of the gay lingo is definitely interesting, and it really is a colorful language after all. And whether or not it or some of them may make it to the dictionary still remains to be seen. Hi, that's all for language test and gay lingo. Take note, the COVID-19 has proven to be a very challenging and difficult time in human history. But as long as language remains constantly changing, we should always hope for something positive changes to unfold. Even with this COVID-19 pandemic, things might still hopefully have a better and positive turnaround. Goodbye and thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.